Wallahi, it's probably the best question to ask an atheist. One of at least top 5 questions to ask an atheist. This is one of them. Why is there something rather than nothing?
Everything, every existent, every entity around us is contingent. These are possible beings. They do not need to exist in reality. At one point they didn't exist. In a future point they're not going to exist. This is an indication of their contingency. Meaning we can imagine them not existing. Their existence is not a necessity. If everything around us, including the human being, since they're contingent, since they're possible entities that can exist in this way, that way, at one point they didn't exist, in a future point they're going to cease to exist, and they depend on other entities or things for their existence, their continuation and their survival. So why does anything need to exist in the first place? That means we can imagine them not existing, because they don't need to exist. They're not necessary. At one point they didn't exist. They depend on other entities for their existence and continuation, and they're going to cease to exist. So why does anything exist in the first place? The answer is that there's a being, there's an entity, there's an existent that is a necessary existent, that is a necessary being. It needs to exist. It has always existed. It is self-sufficient. It does not depend on anything or existence for its existence, its continuation or survival. And it cannot cease to exist. It cannot die. It cannot end. It's the first and the last. And this is who we call God. This is the necessary being.